Hi everyone and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter Bradley and with me is Mario.
What's up, guys?
Connor's here.
Hey everyone.
And returning for the news segment tonight is Alan Malden.
What's up, members?
So this is a TV podcast here in the Male Fuzz Podcast Network. And on today's show we're going to be talking about a bunch of TV, including South of Hell. Look forward to that one, guys. The Walking Dead, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Stream Queens, iZombie, Fargo, Supergirl, The Flash, Argo, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. A bunch of those are also doubles because we missed a few episodes last week, so everything's caught up and nice and all that jazz. If you listened to last week's, you'll know that we did review the first episode of Man in the High Castle. There is more of that coming, but we're going to do that as a special standalone episode for the whole season. Probably sometime in the next week that'll be the audio version up for that. But you can, of course, get the timestamps for any of those in the description. But let's talk about TV news, because there was a bunch of TV. I actually didn't think there was a lot of TV news this week, and then I actually, looked it up, and thought, there actually is a few decent things here. First up was a couple of Supergirl tidbits. We're getting Silver Banshee, starting from episode 14. They've cast an actress from something I have lately never heard of. Yes, Chasing Life, I don't know what that is. But Italia Ricci has been cast as Silver Banshee, and she's going to be hired at Catco, so she'll be a bit of a professional antagonist at first, and then become Silver Banshee. I hope it's more than one episode.
If she's been hired at Catco, then I can see it being like that. Or that'll just be where she's introduced, and it'll last a few episodes, maybe.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's an arc and not just a one and done type thing.
Well, I think getting towards the end of the season, or at least the second half by that point. So I imagine it will be shifting away from just the one and dones into more arcs by then.
Yeah. To be fair,
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, to be fair, it has been lingering plot. Like, I was worried when it was on CBS that it was going to be completely procedural, but there has been a lot of lingering plot lines in the background going, so that's nice.
Peter, have you read all of the New 52 Supergirl series, right?
I read. I stopped at Hell on Earth because Hell on Earth was
The crossover thing?
Yeah, it was horrendous. And then I read it again when the new team came on about an arc before it got cancelled. So not all of it, but
was Silver Banshee in that series? I want to say she was.
I think so. I vaguely remember.
I think so. Yeah, I think she was.
Well, she runs into someone after she falls into space. There's some female that attacks because she finds a leftover of Krypton.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone attacks her randomly. But I don't remember who. I don't remember what it was.
Wasn't it her friend who she learnt the language from? Wasn't the Silver Banshee in the New 52 in that kind related to him?
Yeah. She had
like his sister or cousin or something like that.
She had a different kind of thing going in the New 52. To be fair, it's not a character that, like, I know the character, like I've heard of her and I know vaguely her power set. She has, the sort of Black Canary style almost screams, but she also has some super strength, some super speed, I think. And also, this is a little thing that I forgot, but I looked her up on Wikipedia just to remind myself who it was, and I forgot that she can, after hearing like a sentence of any language, she can be fluent in that language, which is a very, very handy power.
Yeah, that's it, because she picks up Kryptonian from Supergirl.
Ah, yeah. That's right. I remember that now.
I was just curious if maybe they would be taking like cues from the newer series to put into the TV show.
There might be. I have to say that I'm actually really happy that Supergirl, for the most part, has been very non-New 52.
Well,
yeah, it feels very classic.
It's very classic, very cheesy, but very old school Supergirl, and I actually kind of like that. Because the New 52 can go and die in a fire somewhere. Now, the other thing from Supergirl, which is quite good news if you're enjoying the show, is that it has been extended to a full 20-episode season at CBS. They ordered, not a back 9, they ordered a back, what was that, 7? And, this is good. It makes sense that it's slightly shorter than other shows because it started a good month and a half later than everything else.
I don't think it's a bad sign anyway. There's been a lot of shows recently that haven't got full 22. iZombie only got 19. Yeah. Muppets got 16. How to Get Away with Murder is very popular, and that only gets 16 episodes a season. So I don't think it's a bad sign. I think they're just shifting away from 22 being the exact thing they need.
I think it's good, because I think shorter seasons are a little bit better anyway, because it means there's less filler if they're planning it out properly. And it also means, especially in a show like this where there's a lot of effects, maybe they're thinking, we'll give it the same budget as 22, but they've only got 20, so they can maybe do something really big in the final, effects-wise, or something like that.
Yeah.
So, no, it's good news. And I am enjoying the show. And as much as it's been getting really good ratings compared to any other superhero show, for CBS it's not been amazing, because CBS has ridiculous numbers because people love NCIS and all that shit.
It's still above what was in the same time slot last year, though.
Which is good. And
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking they might be more inclined to keep it around anyway, just because they want a foot in that superhero door. You know, they want to have a bit of that market share. So no, that's good. So that's Supergirl getting a full season order. All right, next up, Fargo season 3. We reported last week that has been renewed for a third season at FX. Great news. The executive producer's been talking about it this week though, and he says that season 3 will take place a few years after season 1. If you don't remember, season 1 was set in 2006. It wasn't present day. You'd be forgiven for thinking it probably was, because there's not like a... You know, when we watched it last year, it's not like there's so much that's changed since 2006 where you're going, oh, this is like in a completely different time period. But so I'd guess this is about 2010, and he's saying that we might see some characters from season 1 reappearing.
That's interesting.
Which makes it still kind of an anthology, but not as much of an anthology.
So they'll obviously be shifting the focus away from this family that they've been kind of having more of a focus on with the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going with like new characters as the main characters, then I imagine it'll be set in the same locations, and we'll see them pop in. Maybe we'll see, I can't remember her name, but the cop from the first season. Like, we might see her around, but she might not be the focus.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's fine. I think season 2's... I mean, I like season 1, but season 2 has been an improvement in almost every way. So I'm definitely... I'm down for a third season.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
They can do whatever they
It's
want.
awesome.
Do whatever they want. Connor, you binged season 2 this week.
Yeah, I just got caught up this weekend. I'm really I haven't seen season 1 though, so now I know as soon as I finish season 2, I'll have to go back and watch the first one. Ready for this?
You know,
Yeah.
that's interesting because you're watching it in chronological order.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that as well.
Not intentionally, but
It's worked
Yeah.
out. It's worked out nicely for you. Oh, the only question I have: will there be more aliens?
It's so weird. It's so fucking weird.
If you've not been watching season 2, I won't give you any spoilers, and that in itself I don't think was a spoiler because it just sounds like such a random statement to make. But needless to say, it's not Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right? That's all I'm saying. Right?
Wait, like illegal aliens?
It's illegal, yeah, yeah.
They're Canadians.
Those dirty bastards.
What's the ratio from illegal Mexican aliens to illegal Canadian aliens, do you think?
Oh. In real life?
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot more illegal Mexican aliens than there are Canadian aliens.
Yeah.
Tons more.
Because Canadians tend to be quite happy in Canada.
Right, they don't have a fucked up government.
Yeah, they're pretty...
They just have a lot of empty space and weather, though.
Yeah, a lot of empty space, yeah, that's true.
And cold.
And
Doesn't
so-
exactly get cold in Mexico.
and some horrible French-speaking people are kicking around. That's your
That's
biggest
true,
negative.
that's true, too.
That's your
That's
biggest
true.
negative. no offense, France.
We just hate your fucking language is all.
Right, anyone who's French will know people in the UK like to make fun of the French. It's just our thing. We do it.
There isn't a
Can't help.
country on the planet that doesn't make fun of the French.
True. Also, English people really like to make fun of Germany for some reason. Maybe they'll
I
just...
love it.
Yeah, you do. I don't know why. But there you go. Anyway, okay, so next up, alright. Now, this wasn't planned, but... but Alan just happens to be on this news segment when we have... Oh, fuck off, IGN and your stupid automatic video playing! Fucking... I wish there was like...
Peter doesn't mean that. We love IGN and Greg Miller.
No, he left IGN. You don't have to love it at IGN anymore if you like Greg Miller.
Shut up.
Everybody we're friends with left already. Like Joey.
Yeah, we have no eggs left in that basket.
Okay, fuck IGN.
Oh, Brian Altano, Max Scoville. Never mind.
Oh, damn. Never mind. Don't fuck IGN. Unless you're doing it lovingly.
Yeah, fuck them gently. Anyway, Alan happens to be here, and we have Quentin Tarantino is talking about his next project, which might be a TV project. We might be getting a TV miniseries based on Elmore Leonard's novel 40 Lashes Less One. Perhaps surprisingly, it's another Western project.
He loves them.
He's in a little Western phase. I do hope that after this, though, he goes out of the Western phase and, goes back, maybe go back to more of his Kill Bill, his mood. Go back to that kind of area.
Well, the second Kill Bill was a Western, so you have to remember that.
Yeah, kind of. But you know what I mean? Like, I want him to go east. Go east,
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's always kind of talked about doing like a trilogy of Westerns. So I think this will probably like wrap that up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, and plus he's always talked about doing millions and millions of things. Like there's going to be Killer Crow, there's going to be his remake of Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, all this other stuff. Which he wanted to do that with Britney Spears, which was fucking weird.
I want to see him work with Robert Rodriguez more.
Yeah. I would imagine
they're really good friends.
Yeah, they produce a lot of stuff together too.
Yeah. Well, they just appear randomly in their movies.
From Dusk Till Dawn's very good. I will say
It
that.
is.
It's a lot of fun. He's talking about this being like a 4 or 5 hour project, so it'd be a miniseries, maybe a few episodes.
That would be awesome. I would love to see him move more towards television or something else other than movies.
I think, if he gets on, it'd have to be on a cable network so you could have his brand of humour and swearing and all the rest of it and the violence, but I can't imagine HBO or Showtime or whoever else not wanting to just give him lots of money to do this.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're all vying for his attention.
Because the prestige this would hand to your network, having Tarantino make a miniseries for it would be huge. So
yeah, just get Kurt Russell and whatever the fuck random plot doesn't even matter. Just have him write it, done.
Instead of horses in this Western, you just give them all cars.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I really like that proof.
As long as it does not end up feeling like Into the Badlands, which is kind of it's supposed to be post-apocalyptic, but they're really just out in a field the entire time.
I swear, Into the Badlands was shot in Georgia. It has to be.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that. Yeah.
That's not Badlands. That's called a forest.
Also, I have to ask. I mean, we asked Ethan was on the show when we reviewed it, but I have to ask Alan as another Southerner. Can you tell me what accent the main bad guy is trying to pull off in that show?
Well, isn't the actor British?
I have no idea, but
I think so.
It's like he's trying to put every Southern cliche into one accent.
Yeah, I've seen him before, and he usually does a European accents.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So it's weird because I think he's European of some sort. Yet he's trying to do like this mix of like Texas and like more southern states.
Uneducated.
Yeah. Uneducated yet trying to sound educated. It's really weird. I don't know. That show's bad. I'm sorry, guys.
It is bad. Yeah. All right. Yeah. In fact, if you want to hear how bad that is, we stopped reviewing it. We did review episode 2. You won't find that on the audio version, but on YouTube you can find that. He's from New Zealand. All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's balanced because I mean they gave us Rose McIver, who we all love, so they have to give us something bad to balance out the universe. Alright, okay, so next up, Agent Carter Season 2 has been delayed. It was meant to premiere on January 5th with a double, and we were all looking forward to having something that soon after New Year's to come back to. But, due to the State of the Union address...
You can literally say, thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. Due to the State of the Union address, it's been pushed to January 19th, so 2-week delay. On Agent
And that
Carter.
means a delay on getting S.H.I.E.L.D. back, which really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But the first episode is a 2-hour special. So 2 episodes are knocked out.
Okay, it's still a 1-week delay though, because the final was already a double. So now it'll take 8 weeks to air, but it'll be 9 weeks later than ending than it was intended to. So that's 1 week later than intended to, sorry. So it's still a week late, that's what I'm saying. And after that mid-season, well, it's not mid-season final yet, but after that episode of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm going to be gagging for some S.H.I.E.L.D.
That extra week is going to make a big difference.
Yes, I'm going to be fucking... I need my Inhuman fix.
You're barely going to notice because it's going to be Star Wars on your head.
Good point.
Mine for like 3 weeks straight after.
Oh, yeah, that's
Fuck S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it's less than 2 weeks to Star Wars, actually, at the time of recording. Everyone's all pumped up. Anyway, let's move on then to something that I don't care about at all, and I probably wouldn't even have put in the news, except for the fact that I saw Alan talking about it, so I know he cares. Samurai Jack is returning in 2016 with the show's creator to Adult Swim's, is it Toonami block?
Yeah, well, Toonami is what it was called.
Is it? Okay.
I don't even know if it exists anymore.
I think it does. It says it here in the article.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They brought it back recently.
Alright, you talk about it, Alan. You're the one that knows about it.
Have you guys seen?
I've seen a little bit.
I watched other stuff around the same era, like Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Laboratory and shit like that. It was all around the same kind of time, but I never actually watched this one.
I saw those on Cartoon Network growing up.
These were all on. This was on Cartoon Network. So.
Yeah. Toonami was a block during Cartoon Network, or during Cartoon Network's programming, where they started off showing a bunch of like anime stuff,
DBZ.
but then they,
yeah,
DBZ, Trigun, you know, all that stuff. But then they incorporated more Western cartoons and stuff in there, like Samurai Jack or, you know, Johnny Bravo, stuff like that. Samurai Jack though is fucking awesome. It's basically Frank Miller's Ronin, except more kid friendly, I guess. It's about this evil sorcerer named Aku who sends Jack into the future so that he can take over the present and become the ruler of the world. And so Jack is just trying to get back to his original time period and stop him. And he ends up, you know, encountering a bunch of random people. Like there's a Scotsman in there. So Peter, you might want to pay attention because he has bagpipes, right? As Scotsmen do. I'm sure yours is sitting over in the corner.
Yeah,
over there.
as we all do. You can't walk down the street without hearing bagpipes, no.
Yeah, except his has a machine gun inside of it.
Some cool as fuck bagpipes.
It's fucking awesome.
Sounds like Weird World too.
It is sort of, kind of, yeah. It's more technological though. There's a lot of like science and stuff in it.
I think it's still on Netflix, so I'll probably watch it before the new one comes out because I was always interested in it. It's like I've seen bits just as a kid, but never really watched it. But
yeah, it's really good.
Okay, well, Samurai Jack's coming back next year. If you're a fan, I guess be excited. Next up, Gotham's adding yet another villain, kind of, to its long list of characters. Extremely long list. Fucking Mr. Freeze just debuted in the mid-season final. Bruce Wayne's still about 10, in case you were curious.
He hasn't even hit puberty yet. His fucking balls haven't dropped, and he's hanging out with Catwoman and Mr. Freeze and
Riddler and everyone. Fucking
Balloon Man.
Azrael.
Azrael's in there, really?
I think he's set to. I know the Order of Damascus.
Why?
So
Oh my god.
they've got everything basically.
Azrael, the guy who's meant to be obsessed with what he replaced Batman,
Yeah.
is around before Batman exists.
Who was he replacing?
I don't know.
Balloon Man. Anyway, Matthews Malone is coming to Gotham, and they've cast what's his face? Michael Bowen for you may know him as from Breaking Bad. He was the sort of the villain character in the final season. The sort of the guy who sort of ran the gang or whatever you want to call it.
Nazis.
Yeah.
Amusingly, the picture of him's got him standing next to the guy that I'm looking at here from Fargo season 2.
Fat Damon.
Fat Damon, yes. Although he's not really Fat Damon in this picture. In this, he's just sort of more confused Damon.
Oh my god, I never clocked it. I never clocked what he looked like while I was watching Fargo.
Fat Damon?
Yeah. Now I can see it. I can't unsee that now. Damn it.
I know. See, when we watched the first episode, like we all came on and I said, "This guy looked like chubby Matt Damon," and then Alex just started laughing and said, "Yeah, I was calling him Fat Damon the entire time." So
It was bugging me that I thought he looked familiar. Like the whole 8 episodes I just watched, and I was like, but I couldn't place anything.
Yeah, well, he's in Breaking Bad, so that's where you might recognise him from. But he looks like Fat Man.
No, that's what it actually is. It's that.
All right, so he's coming in as Matches Malone. That's all we need to talk about that, I think. We talked about Fat Damon more than we talked about the actual thing, but that's okay because it's Gotham. All right, next up, Rambo: First Blood is in development at Fox. Sylvester Stallone is producing. There's conflicting reports whether or not he's actually going to be involved in terms of starring in it, but it's going to revolve around Rambo's son, who is an ex-Navy SEAL. This is weird, because I know Rambo Last Blood, the next movie, is still sort of in the works, so I'm not sure... Also, we can file this under the every week there's at least one movie getting turned into a TV show story. Because we've had them every week for the last couple of months now.
So first we get Creed. Now we're getting Rambo Son.
Son of Rambo. There's actually a movie called Son of Rambo that has nothing to do with Rambo. Actually, well, it kind of does have something to do with Rambo, because the kid I've not actually seen it, but it looks like the kid idolizes Rambo and makes like a bow and arrow for himself. But it's like a kid's sort of adventure thing. It's
supposed to be like a comedy, right? Like it's ridiculous, and I think I remember seeing trailers back in the day.
I don't know if it's a comedy. I think it's more of like a sort of like a sweet kids coming of age kind of thing. But Rambo spelled with a W at the end, probably for copyright reasons. But hey, that's what we need though. We need Sons of the Expendables, and it's just a bunch of 10-year-olds trying to save the world, all doing the accents.
None of the stories make any sense.
Oh yeah, I forgot Alan doesn't like Expendables.
I don't like it either.
God damn it,
Thank
Connor.
you.
I thought it was pretty boring. Sorry.
We're getting Expendables
Hate
4,
you.
and we're possibly getting Expendables...
Go back to 2014 and read the news, bastard.
We're also getting Expendables Ladies, apparently. I think that's still in the works.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also at Fox, we reported on this like way early on in the year, but there's an Expendables TV show in the works as well.
Yep.
Which we thought was quite cool, actually, because we were thinking it'd be all the TV action stars from like the 80s and 90s.
That'd be
You know,
pretty
if these
awesome.
motherfuckers are supposed to be so expendable, then why haven't we expended them yet?
Alan, Mr. T could be in the show.
Mr. T and like...
David
his-
Hasselhoff would be in there from like Knight
Hasselhoff.
Rider or something.
Tom Selleck with a moustache.
There you go.
But that's how we should credit him at the end. And Tom Selleck's moustache. As far as what I think, I don't know. This is a bit it's a bit of a tangent to me. Like, I'm looking forward to the next movie because the new Rambo was fucking great. Like, that new Rambo movie was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to Last Blood and Rambo New Blood. Okay, or First Blood, sorry, rather.
Could be.
Or
You
New
go either
Blood,
way.
whatever it's called. Yeah. It really just depends. Like, it sounds like it's going to be one of these weird things that kind of ties in but doesn't. So we'll just see how it pans out. But we are living in a world where more and more shows are connecting to their movies, and like, of course, Minority Report's a bad example because it's a shit show, but it was set in continuity and tried to sort of continue things.
This is all Marvel's fault.
Yeah, this whole shared continuity things is like Marvel's doing.
You're welcome, world.
Yeah, we're doing it right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Doesn't mean everyone has to do it.
Yeah, everyone imitating it though gets it wrong. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody succeeded at all, have they?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. NBC's having success with that shared Chicago like emergency service universe that they've got going.
Shit.
Yeah, well, they've got Chicago. They've got Chicago MD, Chicago firefighters, and Chicago PD.
I honestly thought you just made that up for a second.
No, it's real.
Yeah, I know it's real, but that statement, the fact that you need to make that statement is hilarious.
I'm just waiting for something crazy to happen in one of these soap operas, where it's kind of like there's 52 universes of the same soap opera, and it's actually all the same thing, and they all just meet up, and they have to fight like Galactus or someone.
And then one of the guys just punches to the reality of the soap opera
Yes,
and brings it all back together.
right. And then there's only one soap opera after that.
I'd make this show with American soaps, but I don't really know any, so I'll make it with British soaps for Connor's amusement. Yeah, I'm sure EastEnders versus Coronation Street's how they're going to get viewers back in next year.
Throw in some Emmerdale. You've got everyone there.
Yeah, Emmerdale as well. And then the Australian crossover of Home and Away and Neighbours. Oh shit, that could all happen. Could all kick off.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Alright, last up in the news this week. Mystery Science Theater 3000, of course, is kickstarted. I think they've got enough now for 6 episodes. They're still trying to get to that 5.5 million to get all 12 episodes of a season. We reported, I think, last week or the week before that... oh, God. What's her name? From the Guild.
Felicia Day.
Felicia Day. She's going to be in it as the daughter of one of the mad scientists from the original show. Well, this week, Patton Oswalt has joined as the son of the other mad scientist from the original show. So it's going to be Felicia Day and Patton Oswalt being the evil scientists that are sending Joel the movies. That's pretty
I
cool.
like me some Patton Oswalt.
It's
I
good.
want him back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, but he's died.
I know, but there's like tons of them.
I don't know. There's tons of them. There's supposed to be a few of them.
There's at least 3 or 4 because we've seen like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah,
Together.
but he killed like 2 or 3 of them.
Maybe there's 6 that we didn't even know about. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be
I just
tons
want
of them.
their dad to show up, and it's actually just Patton Oswalt.
with just some grey in his hair, just to
Yeah.
make him look a bit older.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, dude. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I like Mr. Science Theatre. I'm glad it's coming back in some capacity. I actually just watched an episode of it last night. It was fun. It was about a movie called Lost Continent and featured lots of long scenes of pointless rock climbing that added nothing to the plot just to pad out the movie. And the gang had a lot of fun making fun of it. But yeah, so that's cool. That's the news this week on Almost Cancelled. Let's talk about some TV shows.